The flipped classroom is an innovative method that can be used to develop digital competence and media literacy. Here are three brief arguments which support this approach. First, active learning through online videos and materials. In the flipped Imagine a world where you're not just a consumer of information, but an active participant in the digital space. A world where you can analyze information, recognize fake news, and generate your own content. A world where you feel confident and competent in the digital era. The key to this world lies in critical thinking skills and media literacy, and the place is the flipped classroom. In the flipped classroom, learners are in the center of the learning process. The teacher is a guide and advisor, a mentor and moderator of the learning process, and technologies are the tools for development. The key skills that are formed and developed are information analysis, recognizing credible sources, distinguishing facts from opinions, fact-checking information. Critical thinking. Not everything that is written is true. Therefore, it is necessary to ask questions and seek different perspectives. Creating content, expressing one's thoughts, generating ideas, communicating with others. The flipped classroom is interactive, efficient, and forward-looking because learning is fun and engaging, which is a prerequisite to achieve better results and be prepared for the challenges of the digital era in which Generation Z and the Alpha children live and prepare for the future. Classroom model, students learn their lessons at home using a variety of online resources, including videos. This allows them to develop digital skills such as searching for information, evaluating sources, and self-study skills. Second, classroom collaboration and communication. In the classroom learning environment, students have the opportunity to engage in discussions, group assignments, and other activities that develop their social and communication skills. This approach supports media literacy as students learn how to analyze, interpret, and communicate information. Third, flexibility and individualization. The flipped classroom provides flexibility to teachers and students. The students can learn at their own pace and choose resources that are right for them. The flipped classroom approach is emerging as a transformative educational approach that promotes student autonomy, improves digital literacy, and cultivates critical thinking skills, preparing learners for success in the digital era. The flipped classroom approach to developing digital skills for critical thinking and media literacy. Mariya Aleksieva, Milan Baltov, Красимира Минева, Златина Димитрова, Veselina Zhecheva, Camelia Staneva, Georgana Kirova. The publication presents the results of a study focused on the testing of intellectual products developed to stimulate critical thinking and media literacy in the context of the information society. The research was conducted by a team from Burgas University and was based on the flipped classroom method. 8 video lessons were developed within the study using specialized software. The video lessons aimed to develop the components of digital competence in the students. The elaborated materials were tested with 780 students in the specialties of pedagogy and psychology at Burgas University in the period October-November 2023. The testing took place in an innovative environment, combining the application of various interactive methods and strategies. To evaluate the students' satisfaction from the training, an anonymous and voluntary survey was conducted. The survey was implemented in November 2023 using Google Forms and included 158 students. The aim of the survey was to evaluate the students' attitude towards the flipped classroom method and its effectiveness. The results of the survey are presented through quantitative and qualitative analysis. The quantitative data shows that a significant part of the students are satisfied with the training using the flipped classroom method. One of the main challenges facing education in the digital era is cultivating the individual's critical autonomy regarding information from various sources, which is directly related to the theory of critical thinking. Acquiring new knowledge and skills is a prerequisite for the formation of critical thinking, and its basic principles are as follows. Firstly, it's independent. We must be able to form our own opinion based on the acquired knowledge. Secondly, Information is the starting, not the end point of critical thinking. It starts with asking questions and is oriented towards problem solving. Fourthly, it seeks persuasive arguments, as there may be more than one solution, and it needs to be proven why the preferred assertion is logical and practical. And in the fifth place, discussion and challenging ideas are necessary to improve one's own position. Critical thinking is the ability to analyze, evaluate, and interpret information objectively. In the digital context, this includes the ability to recognize fake news, to verify sources of information, and to understand the context of messages. Media literacy is creating a habit in the audience to ask questions related to the vast media stream. Based on what was stated above, we can conclude that the development of digital skills for critical thinking and media literacy is a complex process that includes mastering basic digital skills, searching for information on the internet, working with word processing programs, email, social networks, and others. Developing skills for analyzing and evaluating information, recognizing reliable sources, fact checking, distinguishing facts from opinions, detecting manipulations and propaganda. Fostering critical thinking, the ability to ask questions, analyze arguments, recognize logical fallacies, formulating one's own opinion. Cultivating communication and collaboration skills, online discussions, teamwork, sharing information. The analysis of the research results conducted by the research team from Burgas Free University provides valuable information regarding the effectiveness of innovative teaching methods. The developed intellectual products are aimed at key aspects of modern education, the development of digital skills, critical thinking, and media literacy. What is the student engagement and interest? The involvement of students in testing the 8 topics is marked by a high level of activity and interest. The significant number of participants, 780, who expressed a desire to complete the test before the video lesson was provided, emphasizes their commitment and desire for prior acquaintance with the material. This is an indicator of active involvement in the educational process and a strive for independent knowledge enrichment. Secondly, its effectiveness of the methodology. A measure of the successful application of the methodology is the fact that 533 students completed the initial tests, demonstrating acquired knowledge on the topics. This indicates the effectiveness of the method and the increase in motivation for learning among students. Thirdly, we have the positive feedback and satisfaction. Excellent ratings received from all the 158 participants in the survey, which reflect the satisfaction with innovative teaching. Students have evaluated the educational content as memorable and emotionally impactful, which is an important aspect of effective learning. Interpretation of the flipped classroom. Responses to the question regarding the definition of the flipped classroom show that the surveyed individuals have a diverse understanding of the method. The ability to choose multiple statements reflects the multi-layered interpretation of the method and its adaptability to different educational contexts. The survey results revealed that 41.8% of the participants consider the flipped classroom method a means to encourage self-preparation and active participation in team learning activities during class. This practice transforms the role of students from passive listeners to active participants who develop practical skills and collaboration. 28.5% of the respondents positively evaluate the ability to watch recorded lectures as videos outside the classroom, providing them with flexibility and the opportunity for deeper engagement in discussions and problem solving in class. 17.7% of the respondents interpret the flipped classroom as a method that stimulates independent activity and engagement by creating a learning environment focused on the learner's needs. 11.4% of the participants in the survey consider the method as flipped lessons where homework is completed in class, optimizing the time and increasing the effectiveness of the learning process. The small percentage of 0.6% who are not familiar with the flipped classroom approach emphasizes on the need for wider dissemination of information about innovative methods in education. Regarding the question related to the students' overall impressions, whether there is a difference in the learning activities between the course where the flipped classroom method is applied and other academic disciplines, the recipients' responses are categorical. This question is key to evaluating the effectiveness of the method. 91.1% of the recipients claim that there is a difference between the two types of courses. This is definite proof that the flipped class is a new and different approach to learning. What are the main differences in the learning activities? Firstly, preparation for classes. In the traditional course, class preparation usually consists of studying the course content at home. In the flipped classroom, the preparation for classes is different. Students watch video lectures or read online materials outside the classroom. This enables them to familiarize themselves with the learning content offered through various resources at a time convenient for them and at a pace suitable for them. Secondly, the classes. In the traditional course, classes usually take place in a lecture or seminar. The lecture is conducted by the teacher and aimed to impart knowledge to the students. The seminar is aimed at discussion and problem solving. In the flipped classroom, classes usually consist of discussion and problem solving. Students are more active participants in the classes as they are already familiar with the studied material. Assessment comes in the third place. In the traditional course, assessment is usually based on an exam. In the flipped class, assessment can be based on various criteria such as participation in discussions, project presentations, problem solving, and exams. What are the advantages of the flipped classroom? The differences in the learning activities between the course in which the flipped classroom method is applied and the other learning disciplines lead to a number of advantages for students. The results of the answers to the third question show that the flipped classroom method has the potential to become an effective educational approach. However, to achieve the maximum effect, it is necessary to take into account the preferences of the learners and to ensure the necessary preparation and support from the teachers. The students also shared that they prefer the flipped classroom method over traditional methods since it develops their information processing skills. They indicated the following advantages of the method. Firstly, the pretest motivated them to get to know the topic in more detail. Secondly, video lessons give them the opportunity to work more actively and participate in discussions. Thirdly, working together helps them understand the material better and develop teamwork skills. These statistics provide a solid basis for conclusions about the acceptability of the flipped classroom method and reflect the degree of support and willingness to implement it in education. The diversity of responses provides valuable information that could guide future educational strategies and improve the learner experience in the learning environment. The results of the survey measuring the interest and willingness of learners to participate in learning based on the flipped classroom method provide important indicators of the effectiveness and applicability of this educational method in the context of different academic disciplines. The analysis of the proposed methodology for training through video lessons reveals significant advantages in the context of the modern information society. The excellent evaluations received by the participants of the survey underline the high degree of continuity and effectiveness of the method. The pretest, which stimulates interest and directs attention to the video material, acts as a catalyst for learner engagement. This highlights the importance of motivation as a key factor in the successful acquisition of knowledge. Combining visualization, interactivity, and collaboration, the video lessons offer a multisensory approach to learning that is capable of facilitating the learning of complex concepts and improving long-term memory. Students have expressed that such an approach not only makes it easier to remember information, but also affects their emotional perception, which is essential to the educational process. The flipped classroom method is confirmed as an effective tool that transforms traditional teaching and learning methods. It not only improves knowledge acquisition, but also develops critical thinking and information processing skills, thus promoting active learning and independent work of students.